Good morning, everyone. Welcome to class Introduction to Programming Qbasic. So I quickly want to do this so that we will be able to have basic understanding and have one-in-one view about how to run Qbasic, especially as a civil engineering student. Of course, we've done we talk about the syntax, we talk about the variable, we are talking about the character set, and many other things that are important in writing a Qbasic program. So I want us to go through the practical. I've already explained to you on how the practical report, the practical report will cover. I have this one actually cover everything like that. So this introduction to Qbasic ICT 102 for civil engineering students. So let's quickly go through that practical. This is the first practical thing saying that drawing flowchart to represent program logic using standard symbols. So we've done this one in the theory class, so you must know what to do, you must know what to write, and then I think as an assignment you follow the procedure, then derive. You follow this. Once you follow this procedure, you have to practice one question. I think I gave you one question that you need to practice. Also, after following this procedure, you have to solve a problem so that you'll be able to draw the flow chart. The flow chart is supposed to be flow chart and algorithm. Why is algorithm now? Flow chart, okay. To draw the flow chart of a program. So what we are looking at here is a program to calculate the area of a circle. I mean the circumference of a circle, 2 pi r. 2 pi r. So you can decide to choose to calculate the area of a circle pi r square, or the area of a rectangle, length and breadth, and many other things like that in solving your own, because this one is an example for you. So so that means here after this there's supposed to be a question. There's supposed to be a question here that says choose, okay, draw a flow chart or a sample formula to solve. Draw a flow chart of a sample formula. So that means you have to get a formula, a mathematical formula of yourself, of your choice, and draw the flow chart. So after that, you come to this observation. Of course, these are the observation of my own. Don't follow this observation. The observation here is to guide you, and then the conclusion is to guide what you are going to write, so that you have a very good things to write. So that is for practical 1, please. Then coming to practical 2, system configuration, requirement and installation. Of course, we have to know how to install our software before we go ahead in using it. So it is to guide you to identify the minimum hardware and software requirement to download it and install Qbasic on a Windows computer, to verify the installation and familiarize to them with the Qbasic IDE, Integrated Development Environment, IDE interface, and then setup. So what do we need? We need a system that has operating system Windows, and then internet connectivity, and we need this installer. So looking at the introduction, you can easily go through the introduction because I don't want the video to be long, so that's why doing it fast. So the minimum requirement to install this thing is this. This is the minimum requirement to install your Qbasic. So that means before you go ahead, you have to check. Okay, I will need to put a question here. Check the configuration of your system by following this step. I think I put the step down here. Okay, it's supposed to be, I think this question is supposed to be here. So check the configuration of your system by typing dsdiag in the start menu, or go to the system properties to fill the table below. So go through this table. Want to type dsdiag, like go to start menu, type dsdiag, something like this will show up, then press open or enter. So we want to look at every information here. So I'll be filling this one using my own. So looking at this one now, we have in Windows 10 Pro 64-bit. So in front of this place, I'm expected to write Windows 10 Pro 64-bit. That's for my own system. It may not be that, it may not be for your own system. So what is the processor? The processor here is something has happened. It's disabled here. So, but I can easily go to my PC. Okay, let me go to my PC. Let me go to the property and check my processor. So the processor it's showing, telling me not available. So yeah, I don't know why it's not showing me the information about processor. So I know the processor is what do you call it now? Oh my god. Oh, so it's showing not available, but I know it's 4 CPU. So what do you call it now? Core i5. I know it's Core i5. It's 4 CPUs. So 4 CPU. So RAM. Looking at this RAM, this is the memory, which is 8192 megabyte RAM. So megabyte. 8192 megabyte. That's 8 gig. I'm sure you know that is 8 gig. What is my daughter? So you know that's 8 gig RAM anyway. So 8 gig, just put 8 gig RAM. So storage, I want to know the storage capacity of this system. So I'll go to this PC and look. This is 75. I have 235, so 250 gig, 250 gigabyte storage capacity. Stop this now, Gabriel, stop that. Then the compiler, which compiler am I using? So be using Qbasic images is base. QB 64. So that we expected to do this. So let's say the procedure, say download QB 64. Where's my mouse? Okay, download QB 64. Visit this site. So this is the site you are going to do the download, or a trusted you have another. Download the QB 64 zip file, extract and run the installer. Double click the executable file to begin installation. I have done the downloading already. I've downloaded it already, so I don't need to download it again. I want to see where my mouse is. I don't know. Just imagine. So I've downloaded it already. I've done the installation. So I will just show you. So this is it. So I'm downloading it. Is around 102 MB. So I've downloaded it already and I've extracted it. So this is the setup. This is the setup. So what you need to do is just to double click this qb64.exe to do the installation. It's an open source, so there is no license key required. There is no license key required here for you to do the installation. So once you do the installation like that, then you choose a directory to run it. So finally, say after installation, launch Qb64. So this is my Qb64 here. Or you can come to your start menu, Qb64, and run it. So once you run your Qb64, you have it like this. There is a dialog box that will show, so I've already checked that one, which has gone. So let's minimize it and see. So that is my Qb64. What's the observation? Qb64 successfully installed and run without needing advanced system resources. The interface is usually, this is my own observation. And don't forget during your observation too, in checking the configuration of your system, we're able to check the configuration of the system successfully, put it there as part of your observation. You can put this one too as part of your validation, or put your own validation. Then in conclusion, Qbasic is an excellent introduction that we are just make sure that your conclusion reflects your title or your objective. At the end, I was able to go through the system requirement and installation procedure. We're able to identify the minimum hardware required. We're able to download the Qbasic in software to run this. So this is practical 1 and 2. So I'll be stopping here, then we move next to practical 3. So thank you and take care. Bye for now.